We're live, by the way. You can stop looking at furniture. We're looking at furniture. We're just sitting there looking at. I need to go get. Jesus, we've been just chatting away.
Because we haven't seen each other for
forever.
Yeah,
I need to go get my blanket
because get your thing because she's made progress.
I've made progress on it.
So I'll do the intro of Luck Around the Table, February 1st, 2026. It's February 1st today. Can you believe it? Another whole thing from the tundra. I swear. It was 6 degrees when I pulled up to the house this morning. It's supposed to get all up to the 20. I'm going to take the lawn chair out this afternoon and sit outside next because it'll be 20 degrees out. You know,
it's almost like that's almost.
I know it's like a heat wave. I have to admit, when we were out Friday and we went to the restaurant to eat after we went to a fiber thing and IKEA, and we are at Portillo's.
Yeah.
And we came out of Portillo's and I said, you know, it's not half bad out here. It's like 14 degrees. And he goes, no, really kind of got used to it pretty quick. Thinking, this is stupid. Why are we getting so? Yeah, anyway. Hello, everybody. Hi.
Yeah, we're back for 1 week.
Yeah, we're back for a week because
I'm gone next week.
She's gone next week, and then I leave for Greece. So we're kind of maybe going for a monthly thing.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get to you guys once a month.
At least once a month. We're gonna work on it, but it just sort of worked out that she's going to a fiber event next week, and I'm leaving for Greece on the 11th. So, and I would come and do it by myself. With Jamie or something, even though she's not here, but I don't know how to do all this stuff. See, so I'm sort of like you there, Miss Ashley, that, you said that you couldn't find us. You're 83 and
we weren't there.
We weren't there last
week. You weren't missing anything. We just weren't there. We weren't there. We're sorry. We weren't there.
I'm younger than you and I still can't do what she does with this thing. And I'm over here. I'm amazed every time she figures it out. And she does, wait, I lost it. No, I need to do this. No, I need to.
I don't know. I'm getting to the point now where I'm not sure. I'm sure anymore either. So
I think it's affecting the younger as time goes on.
Oh my God. Her hands are cold.
I didn't think they were. I thought they were doing
well, maybe it's just my hands.
Your hands are so warm. Oh, they're so warm. I'm going to take her hands with me just to wear them. So, anyway, yes, I just got back from the Caribbean for 2 weeks. Decided I'm not going to be a snowbird. You know how
you don't appear to be any darker.
No.
You weren't like sunbathing.
No, did not get out too much in the sun, guys, because I just don't.
Just don't. Yeah.
No, I'm not. And my lotion has sunscreen in it too. The moisturizer, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. If I had sat out and sweated more, you probably would have noticed it. I think I have a little bit here from the one day I did do an excursion to the beach.
Good for you.
First time in 40 years. Not really. Not really. I actually, in September, I went on the private island. I was actually in the ocean, and that's what blew out the air. I only walked it. I didn't take off my capris, my leggings that I had underneath my suit so that I look a little more presentable, type thing.
Yeah. That's just in your head, but okay.
Yeah, it's in my head.
Yeah.
But it was a 3.5-hour tour. We toured the island, kind of went to the other side to this really great beach called Spice Mill. It was a spice mill at one time, but it wasn't then. Really beautiful area. Went by the Marriott Resort, went by a couple of the golf courses. Beautiful island. I hadn't seen that much of St. Kitts. I saw the inside in December when we did the train trip. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we kind of went around the train and saw the inside and the old sugar mills and the old spice mills and things. But this time I was actually on the roads outside. And first off, you got in this bus that had ball tires. And the one guy goes, well, I hope he's at least got good brakes. And the driver gets in with a hand that's all wrapped up. And we're like, oh, great. And the road's this wide and he's like shifting and we're zooming. And I'm thinking, I'm going to die. But I went and I sat on the beach and I crocheted and I knitted and I walked the beach and I picked up something and I had a really good time actually just being on the beach.
Yeah.
It was very relaxing. So,
well, it's, for you, it's another just chillax, people watch sort of thing.
Yeah. Totally. Oh, yeah.
As long as you can bring your knitting or crochet and you can just,
even if you just sit like this
and pretend like you're knitting or crocheting.
Even if you're just doing this, where you're going back and forth and nobody knows what you're doing, to be able to surreptitiously watch these people as they're in a Speedo and you're over there going,
and you're wondering,
oh my word, why?
Why would an 80-year-old man still put a Speedo on? Because they can. Because they can.
Then they lay out like this, with the thing, and it slides down a little bit, so they're okay, and you kind of see a little bit of the groin hair there, and they're very sure that it's going to work today, except it didn't, So anyway, it was so. But it was relaxing.
Speedo is from the 1970s, so the elastic is no longer.
No. And so, they're kind of scooting in the chair, and as they scoot up in the chair, the Speedo is kind of sliding down.
This is what happens.
And yes, it happens. This shit happens to me all the time. And then this one lady, she had on a suit, and she even said, I haven't worn this thing in 20 years. I don't know if it even fits right. And everybody's like, oh, it looks great. It looks great. Until she bent over and the entire thing turned it into a thong. And then her friend comes over and yanks down the skirt. And she goes, you're right. It doesn't fit well. Her wear, and I'm not kidding, they tied 2 towels together and made her wear this towel kind of like a whole thing, because it didn't even cover the hoo-ha part. It's like I said, she's gained weight, and the center part of like your underwear is this wide, but she was never that wide. She was always this wide, but anyway, it was as cute as could be. Just one of those things that, and then of course it rained, but you're under the umbrella, but it kind of rained really quick, but it does this super quick rain. It kind of flies in and flies out.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there with my umbrella facing the rain, sitting under the umbrella, and 2 little guys decide they're going to sit with me because I was by myself. And I'm like, no, that's okay. I'm fine. So I put the umbrella down.
Get away from me.
And I splashed them, and then they left. And of course, can I get you a drink? No. What about this? Don't you understand? I'm not available. Just because I'm sitting here by myself doesn't mean,
And I'm sorry I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I could have protected you from all that.
Yeah, you could have, but that's okay. You would have been laughing and rolling on the side.
I would have been.
She would have been.
You would have been the one with a beach towel going, Sue, that bathing suit doesn't fit you right anymore. You would have been like, no. We're showing too much, Sue.
Well, I have the opposite issue. It is a little too big, and the boots now don't always
stay up.
Yeah,
where they're supposed
to.
They're
supposed to. So they, because it's not as tight like here as it should. It fits. It doesn't like show anything off, but it gives me the saggy crotch. So I have to be careful from that because it's like swinging.
You look like you have full
britches.
Yeah,
like full britches on. So it's over. So I left the. I wonder
if you wouldn't be more inclined. Like I think
like one of those
Old Navy has like sizes where you can buy
the top,
like a small on the top and a medium on the bottom or something like that.
I think that's where I need to kind of go and look for something like that.
Where you get separate.
Sure.
But they make a
or
it's not like you're in a bikini.
Right, exactly. Or I'm just gonna, like, one time I didn't bring a suit, but I wanted to go in the water. So I had my capris that had a skirt attached to it. They're called scapris or something like that. For skirt. Anyway, I had those, and I used those in the pool, with I had a t-shirt and the top of the suit on. but I had that in the pool, and it worked out pretty good. So I thought, oh, that might be what I'm going to need to go to pretty well. And they dry very quickly. Leggings are one of the best things, but it was fun. That was an interesting time was had by all, let me tell you. So, I was intrigued by that. And St. Thomas was nice. Obviously, I got my sweatshirt from there. Got it in town for half the price that it was at the port.
Yeah,
I ventured out into town in St. Thomas. So that was good to Charlotte. And that was fun. And I actually went to a fabric store. They had a little bit of yarn, but I didn't like anything they had. But I did buy some really cool fabric down there. It was like very, very Caribbean vibe that I'm going to use to make some new project bags for everybody. So
names.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yep. And then on the 11th, I'm off to Greece. See? So that's what Heather said. She said nothing else. She travels. When she catches up, she knows that I'm coming and going, but she travels the world with me. So we're off to Greece, Crete, Cyprus, and Turkey on the 11th. So, and then I'll be back at the end of the month. And then I'm home because I can actually see you guys. I had my right eye done, and I can actually read what this says. Atlantic City, New Jersey. See, I can read some things, okay? I actually have, these are cheaters. These are 2s. And I can see. I can, it's amazing. And it's so weird. It's a weird sensation. And the only problem, I told my husband, I said, I think I'm going to wear glasses all the time.
Because you're not used to it.
Well, no, because I put them down and I can't find them. I'm not kidding. I spent 20 minutes trying to find the right glasses because I saw these and thought, oh, these are the, and then I thought, no, these are the cheaters. Where did I put the other ones? And when you get eye surgery, they give you these really cool.
You look like somebody like the Men in Black.
Yeah. my $15,000 plus, thing.
Eye thing.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
You get cool sunglasses.
Yeah, and I don't know what Medicare pays, but at least you get cool sunglasses and drops and things like that. It's really, and then I'm getting the left eye done in March.
Nice.
Yeah, so that I'll be all set and everything for the next.
I don't understand how you can, if you're seeing really good through your right eye. Your prescription now is way off, and so isn't that really blurry then?
Yeah, it gets a little bit. Don't use. I'm supposed to look through the top and not the bifocal side on this because this has the magnification and a little change. My eye is actually 20/30 now. The lens came in and he came in, he goes, it's unfortunate that we didn't get it done right. And I was like panic stricken in the chair. I was ready to go, oh my God, what happened? And he goes, you're at 20/30. I was hoping we'd get you 20/20. And I said, 20/30 is fine. I'll take 20/30. He goes, well, legally you have to be 20/40 so that you don't have to drive without glasses. I said, that's fine. I'll drive with glasses. I'm okay. 20/30 is great with me. I'm okay, going on that. And he's over there and he's not quite sure.
Oh my God.
But everything is brighter too. It's like somebody flipped a switch and turned everything, and you don't realize it until how shaded everything is until they take that lens. It is a weird surgery. You are not out completely. I guess some places do, but it was Versed and fentanyl. And I just sort of laid there, and because they want you to turn your eye away when they do the incision and they put it on. And I was telling Sue at one point, it was like I heard the room was so quiet. I don't know why, because they didn't have any music on. I don't know. Anyway, it was so quiet. And all of a sudden I hear this.
I love how you make this noise. It's just great. And I'm thinking, I don't think I could do this.
And I'm thinking, what the hell is that?
Yeah, it's somebody just like,
is he over there doing this and then doing my surgery? Because that's what I would do, and that's why I could never work I could work as the clean nurse, but I could never be the scrub nurse because I was always doing this. Because when you can't touch anything, that's when you want to touch
everything.
So it's until you get really used to that. So anyhow,
don't look up. You just have to look.
So She said she's kind of got this thing over here and everything. And it took longer for them to set me up and get me in bed and get everything on than I think it did for the actual surgery part. I went in at 6:30 and I was home by 8:45 and everything. And then I slept all afternoon on the couch.
Because you had
I had Versed in me. It was wonderful. It was like great sleep time. So that's all. So anyway, so that's one project done and getting it all together.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Good?
Yeah, mornings aren't good.
Yeah.
I get better in the afternoons, but
Yeah.
I have a regular doctor visit on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, this cold weather can't be helping either.
I tried, my doctor, because I'm not sleeping well.
Okay.
I mean, this has been a thing ongoing for a long time.
Yeah.
And he had prescribed trazodone.
Ugh. Gave me leg cramps.
It did absolutely nothing for me. So I went through this regimen of, 50 milligrams with melatonin,
right.
100 milligrams, 100 plain and with, melatonin,
right.
150 with, so I'm emailing him the whole time.
Right.
I said, through this whole thing, only one time did I sleep through the night.
Oh my gosh.
And he goes, okay, wean yourself off of this before you come in next. And so we'll so that we don't have to do that process
right
when you get here, because we're gonna try something else.
Because there's many things out there to try to get you to, The problem I have with them is they don't work when I want them to work, because I'll take it and I'll think, okay, I'm ready to go to sleep. Why can't I go to sleep? I want to go to sleep. I can't go to sleep. So then you get up and you're doing something, and the next thing you know, you're drooling, and you can't move your neck because you've it kicked in at some stupid point. So I don't. That's why my vitamin M is what I need. So
I wish I didn't go into panic mode.
I know it's bad.
I go into panic mode on vitamin M, so we don't do that.
So anyway,
it's great for a lot of people. It's not great for me.
Nope, it's not. And actually, I'm going to show you a picture of a pair of mittens that I made for my sister on the cruise. She tells me, and we discussed this a little bit before. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but she wanted these pair of mittens she had seen on Instagram or something. I don't know. Anyway, they look like a goose. And those are the ones I made her. And here is the picture I sent her after I made them on the cruise ship the whole week, right? My own rest, right? My own pattern.
That's cute. It's just,
aren't they wacky? And so I sent them home with Karen, and because she came back and she put them in the mailbox. Mikey picked them up and then he FedExed them to Beth Ann, because I said, by the time I get back, it won't be a thing. So that was the first week I did that. And then I finished my niece's mittens. She wanted a pair of fingerless that folded down so that she could just fold them up if she was cold, or wear them like this. Same thing with the thing for when she's out walking, because it doesn't get that cold in Seattle, but it's damp cold.
Yeah.
So this is the colors of thing. And it took like nothing.
These are like perfect Viking colors too.
Yeah, that's true. But it's UW, University of Washington.
Yeah.
So anyway, and then I'm going to take what's left and make a headband, I think, for her.
These are cute.
Aren't they cute? That's my own pattern.
This is slim thumb, right?
No, it's a regular thumb. I put a regular thumb.
You didn't use your limp thumb?
No, I didn't do a limp
thumb.
thumb.
Okay, this
is like a limp thumb because of the way it went in. Because I used just the purple.
Yeah.
A separate skein. And I ordered the wrong one, but Brenda and Heather gave me the right one when they sent it. So, anyway.
Oh, look at this.
I'm gonna start packing them that way. Spit here.
Too funny.
Too funny. And then I also, during the week, ta-da.
Oh, that is cute.
I made this hat it's called Skyscraper Windows. I got it off the rack. Isn't it adorable?
That's adorable.
Now, it is a little
Fair Isle.
It's it's
yeah, it is.
Isn't that cute? Now that is Malabrigo Caprino or something. I don't think Malabrigo makes it anymore. I think that's one of the ones they got rid of because it's got, I think they went to just a, no, that's Tasha's Pashmina. Anyway, this is Malabrigo. And I didn't
this
do
is
very,
really cute.
isn't it cute? Just simple.
Just a simple.
Right. It's, you do, this is knitted and then you just float it over and away you go. It's a super simple. It's called Skyscraper Windows, and it's on Ravelry. So those are the two.
That would be cool.
Yeah, with a
reverse too. That would be really cool if you had a light, like a light gray.
Yeah,
and then hot pink windows or
That's
something.
what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Like a navy blue, and then do
lime green
or something really this because it. And the thing is when you start doing your color, these rows, I don't know what it is. I think it's just me because I don't stop. I mean, you don't look around or do anything. When I'm doing the row and you've got the two colors, you go pretty quick, like the color work side.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're counting. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So you're picking up as you go and you're going around. Now, the solid color row, I have to admit, I did a little more of the, kind of took a little longer to do those.
Around a little.
Yeah, because
are you able to do the color work in both hands? Do you have one color one and one color?
No,
because I do. That's how I do them.
I wish I could, and I did try, except my tension was way off. So it takes some work, but I don't crochet with my yarn on this finger. I crochet, as you can see, the yarn is not purled. So for most crocheters, doing the color work in the other hand would be okay, but I still sort of flip in the other with the crochet.
It was super easy for me because this is how I crochet.
Right. So for you,
like, for me, it's like nothing.
Right.
My tension was already there.
I sort of roll over. So
that's an interesting way to
crochet. But it was fun and I enjoyed it, and it kept the crew very, watchful. I just have to decide.
Colleen drops her second color.
So do I. And then I pick up the other color, and then I pick up the other color, and then I pick up.
Are you making sure that your predominant one is in front?
Yes.
And always. The other one is behind? Because that's where
they do. And if you
get
this, you can sort of, when you put it on your head, you can feel a little bit of tightness across
That's because of your ballistic tightness.
But I think if I just went up one size, I could do okay. I did go up, but I didn't go up. So anyway, that's it. So there you have it. Isn't that fun?
It is fun. Yeah. I like that one.
And as I'm doing a little bit more color work type thing, I really am enjoying it.
Yeah,
I really like it. It is fun.
It is fun to do.
But just not anything that, like, Colleen did this amazing with reindeers and snow, and she figured it out with the doodle things, and she's over there doing all this, and she's got like colors, and I couldn't figure it out. And she figured it all by herself. She sat at the table and goes, "What do you think? Should I do this reindeer or this reindeer?" And I'm like, "How the hell are you going to know what to do?" But I need the pattern. So anyway, once you're done, Colleen, just send it to me and I'll do it from there. So that's how I did. So that was my week. And then I made a couple of these and gave them away. My little scrunchies, that I'm doing. And they were all very happy. They were black and white because they were wearing them. Because celebrity, they prefer them to wear white or black, not bright colors. Mm. So I did make a couple of neon ones and gave it to a couple of the kids that were in the back that wear the hats when they.
Well, they're not always on the cruise ship.
Yeah, and Lucy, she's like, she came over and she lifted her little cap and she had on her purple one underneath her hair. So it was really kind of fun. So I kind of amused a few people. They were like, the one lady came up about Thursday, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and she's like, she's walking by and she has her coffee and she says, "Can I ask you a question?" And I said, "Sure." took the earbuds. I said, yeah, what can I do for you? And she says, I know this sounds off. I said, well, have a seat. She sat down and she goes, are you somebody important? And I looked at her and I said, how do you mean important? She goes, every time we come up here, you have a window. And every time we come up here, everybody comes over and talks to you. So I thought maybe
you were somebody, some celebrity that she didn't know who you were.
Or something to do with the cruise line or something on that part, and I wanted to say, why, you think I can get you a discount? And I said, well, no, actually, I said, I was here last week with 2 other knitters. I said, and they don't come over as much when there's a group. But when I'm by myself, they always seem to think that you need company. Even my stateroom attendant would check on me in the evening. I'd be in my room. It's like 9:15. He's just about getting off. He knocks the door and he's like, this is Tuesday night. And he goes, do you need anything? And I said, no, I'm fine. Why? And I said, oh, no, but thank you. I'm good. In my chance, he goes, let's just check and make sure you're okay. And I'm thinking,
but that's so sweet.
It is. It was super nice and everything. But that's why I'm thinking.
You're just like, oh, for the love of Pete, I just want to be by myself.
And everything.
But it is very sweet.
It is very nice because he dropped something off in the afternoon and he just assumed I was out. He knocked. And by the time I set my knitting down, he got in the door as I was coming up to answer the door. And he goes, oh, I didn't know you were here. And I said, oh, that's okay. I said, I was just sitting in the window, doing my knitting. I said, and he goes, oh, most people don't stay in their rooms. I said, I know. I said, but I like the light and I'm at an intricate point in my pattern. And so he's like, oh, okay, I won't bother you during the day. And I'm thinking, you can bother me all you want. It doesn't matter. So
I can stop in the pattern.
He got my room ready. Like Karen, we got out. We had to be out by 8. Karen went downstairs about 8:30. She left. She's like, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and go. And I said, okay, fine. I went upstairs to grab this to go find a place to park it. And because at 9:30, we had to go over in a big group. You walk all the way off the ship, all the way through the terminal, as if you were exiting. They take your picture and you turn around and you walk all the way back. Didn't bother me, but some people are having trouble with it. And the grumble for the first timers was something else to listen to. Why do we have to do this? Why do we have to do this? I don't understand why we have to do this. What's it? Why can't they come and take my picture on board? Then you have to stand there and wait because they have to actually say there's no passengers on the ship.
Yeah.
He goes, what, they're going to go to every cabin? What the hell?
Yes.
They could sit in my cabin. I go, well, it's a random thing. They just sort of hit a couple here and there, up by the bridge. That's really all they do. I said, it's not like, because I asked somebody once about that. I said, you don't go like floor to floor. And he goes, we randomly hit a few cabins here and there. He goes, we have to, it's like in any port. We have to trust that the paperwork is what it is. And I just sort of chuckled and went on my merry little way, And the one security guard at the end of the week, he goes, you must be a back-to-back this week. And I said, yeah. And he said, well, you were here last week with a friend. And I just noticed that. And then he said, this week, he said, I saw you by yourself. And I said, yeah. I said, he goes, do you need anything? And it's like, you get along okay?
Every time somebody said, do you need anything? You should have asked for like the most obscure thing.
Yeah, you want to put me in a retreat?
Chapstick?
I know.
I ran out of toothpaste. Is there...
I need an extra crochet hook. That one I can lost and I'm going to do that.
The most obscure. Is there a tissue close? My nose is, like you don't have 40,000 of them up your sleeve.
You got a Kotex, or something. I mean, it's just they're being kind and everything, but sometimes it's just like, and I just can't fathom that you would see me and understand. I mean, I'm not that. I'm not that, I am very forgettable. I'm not like a beauty with long, gorgeous hair, and I don't dress.
But you're very sociable.
I guess maybe that's
you're
it.
Extremely sociable, and you'll talk to every single staff person.
Yes.
And so,
yeah.
And you remember them. And so
I do. And I bring them the magnets, and I bring them the little tchotchke things.
And so they remember you because of that. So because of that, they're going to be like,
true.
Do you need anything?
Right. Because
Deb, do you need, I found your phone.
Yeah, they did. They found my phone.
Do you need anything else other than your phone?
They actually called my stateroom attendant. Because see, I put on the back, I put a note where I'm at.
And now you do.
Now I do. I didn't
always. At this point in
time. This one, on the new phone, I put a little note where I'm at. And they called my stateroom attendant at 2:30. He was just going to sleep, to tell him that they found my phone. And he brought it up to me. And I said, oh, my God, I didn't even know that I lost it. And he's like, sorry. And
but I recognized it because of the dog on it.
Yeah. That's what somebody did once, because they remembered it, Abner.
They remembered seeing Abner on the phone, and they're like, "Oh, that's Deb's phone."
Yeah, he did.
4,000 people on board.
He remembered the picture.
He goes, "Oh, that's Deb's phone."
That's Deb's phone, and he remembered my room number.
Yeah,
I mean, 4,000 people. He served, I don't know how many. It's the same thing. I ran into one young man that we were on a cruise with. We were on the cruise with.
You are a celebrity.
I guess maybe I am. So anyway, and she's like, well, the crew don't really talk to us that much. I said, well, do you talk to them? I said, they're just people.
Right.
I said, you thank them for everything. You don't leave it a mess. I mean, when you get up from the kitchen table and your kids leave a disaster, do you tell them to pick up their mess? Yes. Well, why do people assume that when they're on the cruise ship or when they're in a hotel or in a restaurant that they can be slobs? My niece, who has two little ones, they're 2 and 1, she left the poor waitress an extra $20 because she knew the disaster that she was going to clean up. And she even apologized. She said, I'm sorry, I'm still teaching them. And she's like, no problem. I mean, this was Disney, no less, where they're used to it. But she did give her an extra tip. And it's like one of those sort of things. It's the little things that help. How's the kids? How's your day going? Go ahead when she walks by and has the 2 coffee pots and the cream with it. Take some coffee, even if you don't need it, because that's what they want to do. They want to talk to you. They want to be involved with you. So anyway, because I did blame it. I said, well, I wasn't supposed to be alone, but I said I had a friend jump out on me. So, I said I was going to have her with me, but that's okay. So I'm over here all by myself having a good time.
So she brings me that.
So I bring her this T-shirt.
She wants to hang me. Shirt.
Yeah. Hang loose there, cat. Hang loose. I got that in San Juan. So I thought that was too funny. She's working.
I did say that I was going to try and do a row a day.
And
I did really good up until like Friday.
Well, that's not so bad.
So today, if I can
start back.
If I can manage it and get a couple rows in, I'll be still caught up. But
we don't have the football games for you to watch.
I don't watch them anyway.
I know.
But a row, it takes so long to get through one row, and each color here, guys, is 2 rows.
So it's really 2 rows you have to do.
No, I say 1 row. I literally say 1 row because I think 1 row takes about 2 hours to do.
It does.
So each color is about 4 hours worth of work. It's so soft and squishy.
This is like, what you do, like,
oh, my hair is
bubble wrap.
Yeah.
It's like you just want to sit here.
This is so incredibly squishy.
It's wonderful, guys. It is.
But yeah, it's not much bigger than it was last time.
Yeah, but you got to figure, I mean, when you, like you said, pretty much.
It's my 10-year project. It's my 10-year project. I did order some more blue because I didn't have much of this color, blue.
Okay.
So I ordered some more.
Because you're using the
not knowing. Yeah, well, I didn't know the exact colorway of it, but it doesn't really matter because I have different colors of blue, different colors of red, and different colors of
gray, a little bit of brown thrown in there.
I think I just have gray as the border.
Yeah.
And the rest is beige or brown.
So it works.
So I ordered 2 more skeins of Heritage Blue, and it's completely different than any of the blues in here. But it's okay. It's fine.
It's okay. You can just kind of slide it in, slide it out, whatever you need to do with it, Having those fun.
Done a whole lot of other knitting or crochet just on my I'm Waiting project.
Yeah.
But I dropped a few stitches on that, and I was in a place where I couldn't pick them up. So now I have a few more rows, and I have to pick them all up going, which is easy, but whatever.
Well, Beth Ann I made a headband to go with orange, out of the orange and white that I had, because at the airport, because of course I flew home on Sunday, which we had a foot of snow and cold winds, and everybody's flight had already been canceled. It's like prime season down there. The day we left, Karen and I, it took an hour and a half just to get from one terminal to the other terminal. It was dreadful. Traffic was horrific. The day I came back, they had the marathon running. So it not only, and we only had 7 ships instead of 9 that day. They had 9 ships. The Icon of the Seas, which is a big one. Ours was Beyond, which is a big, these are 4,000, 5,000 people. The Celebrity Celebration was in there. And then one other one, Symphony of the Seas, or one another, Royal Caribbean, that's really big. We're there. I mean, so you had thousands of people at the airport and everything.
That's just nuts.
It is. It was nuts. And so, but anyway, we got that. And then I came home and I'm sitting there and sitting there and sitting there. And then they moved me all the way from 44 to 6 at the other end.
Oh, yeah.
So I went up the little escalator and I thought, okay, I'm going to take this little train. Next thing, just as it's pulling into station, thunk. I'm like, I'm not taking that train. And then it sort of creeped up. And I thought, down I went and I walked. And sure enough, we got out of there about 20 after 6. Our flight wasn't canceled, but we had to get a pilot. Our pilot, the flight crew came from a different one, but our pilot was stuck somewhere else. So they got the Las Vegas pilot, because that flight got canceled. Anyway, so we did get home. And then we sat on the runway in Indy for an hour and a half because everything was so backed up. There was somebody in our gate, and then there was a plane waiting to get into the gate that had to be unloaded and reloaded so they could go out. And then we had to unload, and they weren't going anywhere. So that was good. They canceled the one after ours. And so we sat on the runway for an hour and a half. And then... See,
this is why I do first class. Because...
Oh, yeah.
Because if I'm on the ground, I want...
Right.
Cocktail.
And they did. Oh, yeah. First class got it. And he turned the lights off and said, everybody can get up and down. If you need anything, turn your light on and we'll bring you, So people actually got something to drink. They asked for some snacks. They, I think they cleaned out the galley on both ends because we sat there forever. And then when we got in the terminal, they only had one crew doing luggage.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Well, they probably couldn't get anybody out to the airport.
They couldn't. And
the city just
it was the set down. I mean, and it took 45 minutes just to get home. And there were no cars on the road. Right. It wasn't like anything. And it was technically an emergency. So he technically shouldn't even been out getting me, but it was an emergency. I need to get home and see my dog. So
otherwise there's no airport. There's no hotels out at our airport yet.
No,
they're building it.
Yeah. And so somebody would still have to be out to take you to that, to a thing. So anyway, it was kind of interesting with
and that. I just kind of giggle a little bit because the snow that we got now in Indy, it ranged from, I think, northern Indy got just a couple of inches, not Indiana.
Yeah.
To like 14, 16 inches in southern Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana is not used to getting this kind of snow. They don't have the equipment to deal with this kind of snow.
They don't have the knowledge.
Plenty
of equipment. They just haven't figured out. You put a
Congo line. Don't have enough equipment. They don't have enough. They just
They don't.
We don't get this kind of snow, and so they don't know how to deal with it. I, however, coming from the great state of Minnesota, and have friends in Michigan, and
you lived in Iowa, and
they know how to move snow and how to deal with snow.
Yep.
And they have the equipment and the training and everything to deal with it. So here, I look out and I'm like, that's just a good weekend in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all it is in Minnesota.
But here, like I was even saying to Jamie, like you didn't think about it when we were there, but here now all of a sudden it's like, oh, because they put in the fall, they put poles on the sides of the roads.
Mm-hmm.
They're really thin. But they're reflective.
Right. So they can tell the depth of the snow. And
so they can see where the road
ends
goes to.
Right.
Where you need to actually plow to.
Right. They don't
even know where the road is. So
they sort of kind of go down the center.
Turn lanes don't even have, the turn lanes still are not plowed out.
No.
Like coming in here to my,
it's not, there's like out. One center lane plus the subdivision.
It's not even plowed out going into Meyer yet. And this happened last week.
A whole week ago. So
Monday. I mean, they've been on the ground.
Well, the funny thing is there was a flight. There were a couple people that were on a flight, and they got put on a flight to Chicago, and hoping they can get to Minnesota. And he's like, why in the hell they canceled the flight to Minneapolis? He couldn't understand.
Because there was no snow in Minneapolis. It was all down here.
Right. But the problem was the flight that was coming from Detroit, they couldn't get it down here to get them to Minneapolis.
Right. Because it was.
So that was the whole thing. But he just couldn't get that concept through his head, And so.
And for Minneapolis or Detroit to close their airport, it takes an awful lot.
Right.
They know, even the airports know how to clear off the runways. And
Saturday afternoon, people were already downstairs at guest services and on the phone to Royal Caribbean and everything. And they had lines like crazy because Southwest and some of the other ones had already closed them. And like my flight that I was supposed to be on coming back comes from Charlotte, but they had ice. So they had canceled that flight the day before and moved that plane someplace else. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I don't know why, but it's the first one out in the morning. So that's why it was supposed to be a turnaround. It was supposed to go back to Miami. And then this flight just goes back and forth to Miami. But anyway, I got here and I was okay with that, even though it was like 1:00 in the morning when I got home. It's horrible, but I get it. At least I got home. So I didn't have to sleep at the airport. And people were already kind of masking out. Not sure, but they were like staking their territories. They were in the stores buying the extra blankets and the pillows so that they had something and Delta had a whole stack of stuff out for people to use. Because they had canceled so many 11,000 flights got canceled on that Sunday.
Oh yeah.
And it takes forever to get things all straightened out. So I'm just hoping the weather gets a little better so that it doesn't screw us up, because we go to Chicago and then we get on Lufthansa and we go to Frankfurt and then Frankfurt to Athens. So
I like Chicago knows how to. O'Hare knows how to move.
Oh yeah.
Snow off the runways. They don't worry about that shit. So
and Indy doesn't care. They just let them sit on the runway and then they clear a spot and get you in. And I get it. It's just that you would have thought that they could have at least gotten us to a different gate and then moved the people over. But again, they don't have as many people going on and things. So, and she filled me in too to squirrel around about how wonderful the shop has gotten.
Oh yeah, well, I have a lot of things on sale. I have a lot of things that
the hearts are adorable.
Yeah, I put up hearts. So cute. They're very cute. I did have up some gnomes. They're gone already. Sorry. The holiday gnomes. But I do have these that I just put these guys up. These are like honey gnomes. 2 different sets. This one.
So get quickly, jump on it.
And this one.
They're so cute. in here is the sparkle bees.
They're
you could do
also
one of those,
limited.
You
They're
could do
also
one
limited.
of those
So
beehive type patterns with your little.
Oh yeah,
bees.
absolutely.
So look at this guy. Wait, hang in. He looks more like a wasp.
He does look like a wasp.
Isn't he great? He's so cool in there. So,
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I had somebody leave a comment that they wished I had more tonal markers.
Okay.
And I'm like, never really thought of that.
Didn't put it because you've kind of always gone.
Like I want like orange and blue. I want the opposites.
Right.
You know, I want
crush wheel or like
or complementary or whatever. And I never really thought let's put the same colors with the same color rings. And then I'm like,
cool idea.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So first in pinks.
And of course it's pink. Someone really likes
Well, I have 2 other colors started.
Okay.
I just don't have them glued up.
And it takes a little bit. These are cool. They have different kinds of pinks.
Here's a photo that you can see a little better.
These are wonderful.
So it's hot pink rings and then all different shades of pink beads.
Oh, nice. That gives you the whole grouping.
I have.
Oh, that's cool.
Blues that are coming. I just don't have them glued up yet.
Oh, these are so cool.
And I have green.
I love the blue. Look at this blue, guys. Check this. Oh, you can't really tell. I got my finger on it.
And I have green coming.
Yeah. She's got, the blue is beautiful. Oh, that's a beautiful green.
Yeah, it's fun greens.
Oh,
right?
I really like the green.
So, and then I have.
You need to get a purple.
I will have to do a purple. I may have to get some more different shades of purple beads for my purple.
Well, just let me know. I'll go to Hobby Lobby.
And a red and a black.
Oh, that'd be so cool. The black
and an orange and a teal.
Yeah, you're going to have them all. There you go.
I'll have them all. I'll get them all. I'll eventually get them all.
She'll get them all. This girl has got it together. Let me tell you.
And
she got a new desk. It looks so cool.
I know. I took a couple photos. I'm going to have to put them on Instagram so you can see my crazy new office space.
It's so neat. I really like it. It's just, it's so cool. Yeah, mine doesn't look like that, but that's okay. Someday it might. In my dreams, it does. People dream about certain things.
I think that it's a crazy mess.
Oh, see, and I think it's amazing. And I keep saying I want to put labels on everything, and she's like, "No, I know where everything is.
Where everything is. I don't need a freaking label."
Yeah, but then I don't know where everything is. See, and I need to know what it is because then I get my fingers in it where it shouldn't be. So
you get your fingers in it where it shouldn't be, and then my count's off, and then somebody orders something, and I'm like, no, you dare.
I know she says no to me. Can you believe she said no to me?
I do.
Hey, look, I got a present. Her husband goes away for 2 weeks.
He went to Houston.
He went to Houston.
And because she's always buying him Sasquatch things, he bought her bears.
Is this cute? This is just adorable, isn't that? It's my new.
He's like totem pole bear.
It's just amazing. I love it. You have to tell me how to look on squirrel piece. And it writes really well too.
I did put up Easter eggs.
Oh, those are cute.
Aren't they cute? I put those up.
Oh, those are adorable. Oh,
I think 2 different kinds. Oh, I also put up these.
I saw that. Those are great.
So I have them in like a multitude of different colors, and you can get them with either bulk markers or regular snag-free markers.
Oh, perfect. That's wonderful. Those are good idea. These are great too. I mean, these hold them in really well. But
here's my office.
Isn't that cute? One side is for this, one side's for the work, and then she's got computer. Oh,
one side is Etsy, the other side is work.
Yeah, but this way now you don't have to go walk across the hall. Yeah, But
it's
kind of all combined.
I was invading my husband's office from my work office,
Sure.
and I really didn't want to do that anymore.
No, you needed your own separate space since you are pretty much going to be a home worker from now on.
Yeah.
So she's going to be here.
But yeah, that's my.
Isn't that cute? And she thinks it's messy. I think it looks great. What do you guys? I mean, Karen wants the blue ones.
Well, we knew Karen for
Yeah,
blue.
we know Karen and Colleen are blue.
Yeah.
So other than that, I think.
And Carly will need the pink.
Of course. But you're different pink.
No, I'll do any pink.
You do any pink, but you're more
She's
of a
hot
pink. She's hot pink, and you're more of
I'm more
a cool pink.
She's
cool. Yeah,
I'm an any pink.
You're an any pink. You like all pink, so it doesn't really.
I do not discriminate with my pinks.
No, you don't. She doesn't discriminate on anything. She is a totally acceptable, 100%. Come on in, put your feet up, have a beer anyway.
Oh, I want to vent a little bit.
Okay, let her vent.
So I had a lady who ordered some of the yarn minis.
Yarn mini.
Yeah.
What is this right grade?
On my Etsy. So she ordered 2 packs of 10.
Okay.
The listing states that they're approximately 10 grams each. And, a pack of 10 would be 100 grams.
Right.
Okay. So she ordered 2 packs of 10 and some needle huggers. Needle huggers are 50% off, whatever. And it was shipping, and I'm not going to tell you her name or where it was shipping to, but it was shipping to a town that I know very, very, very well. And so I was like, oh, this is kind of dear to my heart. This is so sweet, blah, blah, blah. So I had fun picking out the colors, and I packaged it all up and I sent it off. She emailed me and she said, 5 of these skeins are under 10 ounces. Okay. So this was her email to me. And so I emailed her back and I said, oh, I'm so sorry. No, the listing does say approximately, but whatever. I said, I would more than happy to replace those or refund them, whatever you'd like. The next day she came back and she's like, I'm just returning it all. Okay. Fine. And then she came back and she's like, will you refund me my shipping? And I'm like, no.
It doesn't say free returns.
I'll take back and I'll refund you your purchase, but you need to ship it to me.
Right.
I was more than willing to send you a return label if you were exchanging.
Sure. Right.
But you just want to return. It states right there on Etsy, I will take returns back within 14 days. You're just responsible for return shipping. She contacted Etsy. And Etsy said, well, you'll need to talk with the seller. Because so at any rate,
they didn't ding you or anything, did
no.
They? Good.
No, because it states right on my
right.
And I hadn't changed anything.
Right.
It's right there. So she sent it back. I gave her a full refund.
Did you weigh everything? I would have.
I did. It was 203 ounces. So she ordered two packs of 10.
So she were
3 ounces over.
Right.
But she
weighed each one individually, and one just happened to be a little bit less, and one happened to be a little bit.
Yeah. So, and to be fair, I'm going to be fair. She actually put it on a scale. Now she had like a scientific scale,
right,
where it gave grams in she had 4 decimal points out per gram.
Okay.
I don't. I just have a little scale that goes in full ounces. Right. So, and I'm winding off of, so if it says that I have 51 grams on the scale, I wind until I have 41 grams on the scale. that means I have 10 grams on, but it could be 9.98.
Yeah.
At any rate, I gave her a full refund. She left a 1-star review on the needle fibers and the yarn, and then said that I wouldn't deal with her.
Nasty. All right. This is a road trip. I'm going to take her on.
Like I said, I'm not going to say her name and I'm not going to say where she lived, but I did respond to her negative review, and I just laid out the facts of what actually happened.
I would too.
And I honestly think that it was an error in like I've bought things before, and when I get them, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is so much. This is way bigger than what I thought it was going to be, or way smaller than what I thought.
Right.
And I go back and look at the listing, and I'm like, well, I'm a dumbass, and I didn't read the freaking description. My fault, but I'm not going to leave a bad review.
No, it was my mistake. So yeah.
So that's kind of what in a nice way, that's how I responded to her bad review.
How's that going? People still getting their little mini skeins? You're running out, huh? I need to go through my yarn more.
Oh no, I still have some. But yeah, it did slow it down there for a minute because
Well,
it
does. It has an effect. I don't think people. It depends. Sometimes you can see if it's a malicious thing because they want something for free.
I think this was malicious.
Yeah, they want something for free.
I think it was more of a buyer's remorse than malicious.
Right. That could have been it. Right.
It was a buyer's remorse, and it's like.
Well, and if you want a specific color or something, put a note in there. And if she's got it, she's more than happy to send it to you. And she's going to do whatever she can to get it, or call me and say, hey.
This lady said that her projects had to be exactly 10 grams. I have never heard of a project that has to be exactly 10 grams.
Not happening. That's not fair. Don't do that to her, because look, I'm going to come in and get you, because I watch out for her, because that's just the way it is. Look out.
I got a new yarn bowl.
I saw that.
Because the Felted Garden officially closed.
I know, but I love her back. She gets her seams so even. And look at this.
Well, because she's anal about it.
I know. I'm not that anal. And mine, I always tell them I made it with love. It's my most favorite one. So just remember, you have my most favorite one in the world until I make the next one. Right. And it's always, do not pull a thread.
Yeah, don't pull a thread.
I cannot guarantee it if you pull a thread. Cut the thread. Isn't it cute?
She means by the seams.
Yeah, look that looks. Marsha does an amazing. She's good at everything. She's our wizard. I thought of her yesterday because I went over to Indiana's, got their yarn.
It reminds me of spring. So
it does. And it's going to be 20 degrees today, so you can get out and about.
And it's pink on the inside. It's pink on the inside.
It's the way it is. So anyway, on that note, we'll be saying hasta la vista for this week and next week and the week after. It'll probably be March before we get back.
Yeah, it probably will be.
Because I don't get back till the 27th. So March 1st, we're going to shoot for March 1st. Okay? A month from now. Because she is actually going to a fiber thing.
I am next weekend with Carly.
That'll be wonderful.
In Willie, whatever.
Nashville.
In Nashville.
Yeah.
But it's like
it's
a Willie retreat. I don't know.
Whatever. She's going to go be Willie. And so she's going to run into, and Brenda and Heather will be there. So
I know.
Say hi.
I will.
I may have to get, this looks like a little turkey or something.
I know. Or a Viking.
A Viking.
With his horns.
I think I'm going to pack them this way when I send them to
Right?
me. There you go.
So funny.
All right, guys. Cute. Stay warm. Have a happy Valentine's Day. A happy President's Day. Anything else in February? Any birthdays? Happy birthdays. Get on the Etsy shop. Keeping track with us that way. And we're going to miss you guys too, because it's really fun. We really got to do this.
Go back and rewatch.
I did. I watched the Thursday Murder Club. It's an actual series with Helen Mirren on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
And I did the books because Marcia said the books are really good. So I'm going to do the books and then I'm going to watch the movies because it's so funny to hear these old people.
Oh, it's a great series. It has Helen Mirren,
a couple of other really good guys.
Oh, yeah. John, oh my God.
Yeah, I know. Here we are. We both have to reach to the phone for this, but they have them in book form.
John Malkovich.
Yes, I think
and the Bond dude. That was Thomas Crown Affair.
Thursday Murder Club right here is
not Daniel Craig.
That's the book. Sorry, it's by I want the movie, not the book. So anyway, the series. But anyway, it's the first one is the Thursday Murder Club. They meet on Thursdays, and here are the people. You can't really tell, but
Pierce Bronson.
Yeah, Pierce Bronson. That's it. Mm-hmm. It's wonderful, and it was so cute. And I did listen to part of it once before. I just didn't finish it. So now I'm really getting into it. And there's a young girl named Donna.
It's a great little series.
Yeah, it really is. They live in this little town, and they live in this old people's house and place, and it's just hysterical to hear these guys get going. And then they do all this other stuff in between as they're working these murders. And I think,
if Helen Mirren's in it, I'm for it. I'm totally gonna watch it. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And supposedly there's a new series on Netflix based on the Knives Out. There was a movie, and there's a series on Netflix that I want to check that out too. So that'll be kind of fun.
Malkovich was in this.
No, Malkovich is with her in the one with Bruce Willis, and they are a bunch of old people. That's it.
Oh yeah, no.
That's the only time I've seen Malkovich. He cracks me up.
Oh, I love him. Dangerous Liaisons. That is with Glenn Close, John Malkovich.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh my God, they play.
Keanu Reeves is in that one.
They're just like amazing. I don't know. Anyway, so that's it. Stay warm, stay hot, stay cool wherever you're at. Just do your thing and
stay comfortable.
Out and knit, crochet.
Yeah.
Buy yarn. Do your thing. Look at patterns. Doesn't matter. It's just the way
have fun.
So on that note, we'll see you in a month. Bye, guys.
Bye.
It is a touch screen. I know that.
Yes, it is.